Hello! So I haven't really been vlogging. I'm not talking to you! So I haven't really been vlogging these past few days just because I really wanted to like spend time with my family. That's why I'm on vacation. But today we are going to go to, actually I have to confirm this fact, but I'm pretty sure it's like the oldest property that my family owns. It's a really interesting place. I'll tell you a crazy story or a crazy experience that I had when I went there, but that's where we're gonna go today. It's supposed to rain today, like the forecast says 100% chance of rain, and to get up to that house there's no like paved road, like it's a dirt path, and so if it rains it gets like really muddy and it's like very easy to slip and fall. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. My family was like, oh well, I mean the forecast could always change, and like that's true, but whatever, we'll just see what happens. Excuse me. I'm still so like not adjusted to this time zone yet. Also my forehead has been breaking out. My skin also has been like overproducing oil so much, so I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed, but it's probably due to like stress and lack of sleep because I haven't been sleeping very well, and also diet because I haven't been eating very well. So I'm pretty sure it's like a combination of all three of those things, but hopefully it clears up. When I get back home, I'm gonna get a facial and everything, but yeah, I had a really great time with my family yesterday during Christmas, and it just made me realize how much I take for granted. Like, the water got cut off yesterday and like they didn't have water. Like, water is so important. Like, I could do without electricity, but like water is, you need water. When I'm back home in the States, in LA, my concern is, am I drinking enough water? Am I getting enough water? Am I taking advantage of the access to this natural resource? Like, do I take advantage of that? So I don't know, it kind of puts everything into perspective every time I come back here.
Cutie pineapple.
Pineapple? This is pineapple?
Oh yeah, huh?
Oh!
That's the first time I've ever seen a planted pineapple.
Whoa! Alright, I'm about to give y'all a guided tour. That's Auntie Jane.
And her dog.
And her dogs. I'm scared of outside dogs. I know, but I'm scared.
Just go.
So this was our playground when I was younger. We used to come here every Sunday. This is my mom's mom. This is my maternal great grandmother's house. And this is where we used to play all the time. I don't know if you can see, but these like big ants here on the ground. I was playing with them and my Lola was like, don't stop playing with them, or like stop killing them because those are your ancestors, and if you keep playing with them or you keep killing them, something bad's gonna happen to you and it won't go away until you come back. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So then I kept playing with them, and then when we left and I went home, my whole body broke out in hives, and it didn't go away until we came back the next Sunday. So she kind of knew what she was talking about. Or she cursed me. Parang she cursed me. Yeah, that's why you follow what she says. The infamous stairs. Titoy, you took so many photos here.
Whole family. Right?
Yep, right here. It's so weird being back here. It's okay to film over there? Okay. So over here is where a lot of my family is buried. So like all the way from the 1900s, people are buried here. And sometimes we come here and do, you know, offerings and things like that. Excuse me. I'm just here to film. Me and Carlo are here to film. I remember when I was here, it was only this part. And then when we left. This one was built, I guess, because it literally used to only be that side. This part is new. I've never seen this before.
Happy?
I should have brought the.
And then get the view. Okay, now I have to leave because it's gonna rain and it's really hard to leave when it rains because it gets like really muddy and you might slip and fall. So thanks for joining me. Okay. All right, it started raining, y'all. So we are gonna race to get downstairs. Oh my god, it's really raining. But see, at least there's concrete here now. Back when I was a kid, this used to be all dirt. Oh my god, it's really raining. Ay, sus! Aray! Ah! This is exactly what we were trying to avoid, y'all. Everyone's putting their laundry inside because it's raining.
Picture. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. We're on our way to Manila because I'm leaving today. It's my mom. This is my auntie.
Yes, the pretty one.
And this is Jake. That's her boyfriend. We're at McDonald's right now because I didn't eat breakfast, but yay! So I'm back in LA and I didn't really vlog the last couple of days that I was in the Philippines because I was going through some stuff and it's really personal. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, but I just want to take the time to like check my privilege real quick and say that I will literally never take anything for granted ever again. I like to think of myself as like a very gracious person, and I try to be grateful for everything that I have. Like even when I'm writing in my journal or like before I go to sleep, you know, I just write like 3 things that I'm really grateful for. And I do that very often. But when I write what I'm grateful for, when I express what I'm grateful for, it's usually really big things like having reliable transportation, or like living in my dream apartment, or like having this, doing what I do as a career. Those are 3 really big things that I should be grateful for, and I am absolutely grateful for those things. But sometimes I take a lot of the smaller things for granted, like the very, very small things. For example, running water. I will never take running water for granted ever again. The last couple of days I was in the Philippines, I was staying at my mom's house, which is on my Lola's property. And there were quite a few times where like the water went out. Like we had no water. And like you couldn't take a shower, you couldn't flush the toilet, you couldn't wash your hands because there was no water. And that's not really something that I experience where I live. And it's weird to like come to this realization because I literally used to live in the Philippines and I've experienced this all before, but I was a child. So like as a child, when, you know, we didn't have water And I used to live in the Philippines 15 years ago, so this is before anything like improved or whatever. As a child, I kind of just accepted that those were the circumstances. Like, oh, there's no water today, that sucks. I'm gonna go play outside. So then I had to like use the, you know, the tabo, which is basically like a big like bucket of water, and then you have to like heat it up on the stove, obviously in like a pot. Like you heat it up, you boil water in a pot, and then you pour it into this bucket, and then you use like a smaller bucket with a handle to like bathe yourself. And I've done that all before, but I don't know, there's something about that experience that really humbles you real quick. Like I will literally never take running water for granted ever again. Also, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but there's someone in my family who is very sick, and he's very young, and he has like all of these dreams and all of these things that he wanted to do in his life, and he's literally fighting for his life right now. And it just made me realize, like, I take every breath for granted. Like every moment that I'm not living in the present, I'm taking the present for granted. Like every second of my life, I'm taking for granted when I'm not living in the present. And fuck, I have an audition today, this sucks. And I just did my makeup. Oh. I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say here is that sometimes we get so caught up in our own bubble, in our own problems, that we forget to live in the present and to be grateful for every second that we're living and for every breath that we take. Even the smallest things, like every second of every day, sometimes we take that for granted. This trip made me realize that. And so one thing that I want to do in 2020, I haven't created my vision board yet. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the description box in the comments down below. But one of the things that I really want to work on in 2020 is really just living in the present and like living every moment to its fullest, like not taking any second of any day for granted. Like every day that I'm breathing, like I want to be grateful for it, and I want to do the most with what I have. It's a good thing to want to accomplish more things or to have more things, but you also have to be grateful for everything that you have right now. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful that, just for everything that you have. Like thinking back to like when we were in a recession and like my parents were unemployed and we were living in my aunt's house on a single mattress on the floor, like I still had a home to live in. I always had food, always had a roof over my head. It wasn't the best of circumstances, but like I had my family. I like to think that I'm very aware of my privileges, and I absolutely do, you know, like having reliable transportation, living in an apartment like this, and then like having health insurance and things like that. Those are all things that like I'm very privileged to have. I don't even know what I'm saying here. It's just like, it's a privilege in of itself to like be living. Because there's some people who are spending every second of every day fighting for their lives. We should take advantage of every moment that we have on this planet, in this universe, and live it to the fullest. If we are capable of living a more fulfilling life, then we should do it. Self-care is self-love. Taking care of yourself is self-love. Self-care shouldn't be a luxury, it should be a priority. If you have access to clean drinking water, you should drink as much clean drinking water as you can because you have access to it. If you can take better care of yourself, you should do it because you have the ability to do something like that. I guess that's my message that I want to leave you here with today. This was a really weird journal entry. There was like, I don't know, like went in different directions and everything like that. But yeah, had a really great trip and had a really great lesson from that trip. And I'm gonna bring that lesson into 2020. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching my Philippines trip vlogs. This is the last episode, and more videos coming to you this year. I'm really excited about the content that I want to create this year, so I hope you are excited as well. And I have an audition in like an hour, so I should probably freshen up and go to that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!